Hi fellow travelers, today we're in Coombs, British Columbia, and we're exploring the remains of an abandoned themed mini golf. Let's go and explore.
Most people know Coombs, British Columbia as home of the Old Country Market, aka Goats on a Roof. However, there are a couple other highlights here that make it a worthwhile stop for oddity lovers. Right near the road, you'll see the remains of another one-time attraction, Captain Billy's Adventure Mini Golf. As the legend goes, in 1891, the captain sailed around the world gathering unique wares. As he went up the Strait of Georgia looking for a place to settle, a big tsunami wave washed him to this very spot. He built a house from the wreckage of his ship and prospered as a merchant for the rest of his life. So this would be Captain Billy's house, and you can see how he's constructed it out of ship parts. There's part of the hull down the bottom here, and it looks like a lifeboat up above. Heading a little further back, you can see the Coombs EMPORIUM.
Look at this. This is next to Goats on a Roof. This is a whole courtyard filled with different sculptures, statues, right out front of the Coombs EMPORIUM. Cool. Some fish. They seem pretty happy with their catch. Just monkeying around. Is that Dr. Zaius? This is a cool eagle sculpture. That's like 6 feet tall. That's huge. This guy's getting nowhere fast. A lion.
And even further back on the property are the abandoned ruins of a themed mini golf attraction. The mini golf has been blocked and there's no trespassing signs posted, so we'll respect their wishes. But let's try to get a peek at the remains through the fence. There's barely any information about Captain Billy's online. What I've been able to find out is that it closed around 2003, although it may have been operating seasonally afterwards. And apparently at one time this was part of a larger amusement complex, which included a Ferris wheel and a merry-go-round. But that's about all that I could find out, so if you have any more information on the history of this mini golf, please leave comments below. The centerpiece of the mini golf is this New Orleans-style paddle wheeler, which would have housed a ticket booth and other facilities, including washrooms or maybe a concession stand. Today, the paddle wheeler is in rough shape. You can see that a lot of the windows are boarded up, although there's some that have been smashed out. And the theming of the building is starting to come apart, with boards and railings scattered on the ground below. Throughout the park, you can see where there would have been water features and fountains integrated in and around the mini golf holes. At one point, these pools would have been filled up to make it look like the paddle wheeler was floating on a lake or river, but now they're dry and empty. And at one end of the course, you can see a rocky-themed mountain and mine, including mine tunnels. This one's known as McGee's Lode. And up above, you can see some old-fashioned mine cars. Throughout the course, there's other themed signs, rocks, and buildings, like old-time settlers' cabins. The theming here has been well integrated with the other natural features, like the trees and bushes scattered throughout the course. But but time hasn't been very kind. You can see that the greens have been covered in moss, leaves, and other debris. So much so that it's hard to see where the greens end and the pathways begin. The style of theming that's done on this golf course reminds me a lot of the work that's done by the Imagination Corporation in Chilliwack, British Columbia. They've created a lot of themed signs and attractions around British Columbia and other areas of the world, including the theming of Galaxyland at West Edmonton Mall, the Giggle Ridge Mini Golf, and the Cultus Lake Adventure Park. However, this one's been closed so long that there isn't any official reference on their website, so I can't confirm or deny whether it actually was built by them. It's a little sad to see an attraction fall into disrepair, but for lovers of the obscure, this one checks all the boxes. It's a themed attraction, a mini golf, and it's been abandoned. So it's fascinating to see how the years have treated this outdoor attraction and what it looks like today.
So that's what's left. The only thing that remains really visible from the highway is this themed castle and sign where the mini golf once stood. Thanks for exploring with us. Remember to like, subscribe, and share. And until next time, it's time to exit through the gift shop.